y'all, I'm Elisa and I am the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I have a Bible journaling process video for you. I am working in the By the Well for God devotional, Psalms, making it personal, and I am just starting. I'm in day one. You can see I already read, did some underlining, and then you are challenged to make it personal throughout this devotional by creating your own psalm. And so I have the first lines of my psalm written out right there. For this devotional, I am working in the Illuminated Scripture Journal. Now, they have these for every book of the Bible, and I have the whole New Testament, and then I've purchased Psalms specifically to work through this devotional. And I'm super excited. It's kind of like an interleaved Bible because you have a blank page next to every page of scripture, and so it gives you a lot of room to journal. I have always wanted to journal through Psalms, and I'm super excited that I have a lot of space to begin that journey. So today I am looking at Psalm 89, and I am focusing on 5 through 18. I will make sure to link everything down below. At the time that I'm recording this video, this is currently sold out, this devotional kit, but as soon as it is available, I will make sure to link it in the notes below. So in the description box below, make sure to check out for links to the By the Well for God shop and see if Psalms is back in stock. All right, I will put you all on fast forward. Let's go. I was super excited to try out this new blender brush that I picked up from the By the Well for God Etsy shop, and I sped it up a good deal here. I'm using the Distress Oxide Stormy Sky, and this brush was awesome. It just works so well. It didn't have any like rough edges, and so I was super pleased. I will be ordering more of these because I think it was a pretty good deal, and I'd like to have, you know, like a red one and a blue one, and so I don't have to mix the colors. I will show you in just a moment how I end up cleaning it at the end. Now I have this stencil, and this is also from the shop, and it's a repeating stencil. So you can see you just have to move it over and the pattern connects and repeats. See how this musical staff kind of continues? And so that's what I am doing, and I'm trying to do a tone on tone because I knew that I would probably end up with some of the lines showing, some of the grid lines, the edge of the stencil. And you see it a little bit of it there, but then I just go over with that same blender brush and really soften it out, and it works fabulous. Now this is my Lawn Fawn stamp chamois. It is wet, not soaking wet, just a little wet, and I just very gently rubbed my brush on the top of it and it cleaned it up perfectly. So that is a great way to clean up these brushes at the end. I was so excited for this stamp set, this Cry Out stamp set. These are so very trendy, these line drawings. It's a continuous line that draws the whole image, and you get the image of these people kind of praying and looking up and reflecting, and I just loved that. I think it's perfect for Psalms. So I'm going to pick a few of these to stamp. I'm using the VersaFine Onyx black ink, and I'm going to stamp them out to kind of look like they're reflecting on my typed out verses that I wrote. So these are the psalm that I began writing, that it's my reflection on God's greatness. And so I'm using the people to kind of frame out where I want that card to go. So that's why I have my card up. I'm trying to decide what the final person is that I want to be there. And so I will have them placed right there, kind of at an angle. And again, I'm just using that journaling card just to make sure it's in the place that I want it to be. These stamped beautifully nice and crisp and clear, and I am loving them. There are so many fun elements this month, and if you were one of the first 150 orders, you received these feathers that are in the color of the kit, and I love the feathers, love working with them. They're a little bit challenging just because of the size, and this is a smaller journal. So in my illustrating Bible, it's a little bit easier to use them. In this one, you have to be a little bit more careful. The way I adhere them is as follows. I put a little bit of a tape runner on the main stem. I don't know if that's what it's called, the stem of the feather, and then I come back with some liquid glue. The tape runner holds it in place while the liquid glue is drying, and I'm using it to kind of feather behind. I don't want it to cover up my stamping too much, just ever so slightly, and then I'll cut off the bottom stem, and as I cut that off, you have some of the excess feather pieces kind of come off a little bit there. Get those cleaned up, but it's going to be a great background, adding tons of texture to my page, and I love it as the base for as I start to kind of pull this cluster together. I'm looking at some die cuts that I want to include, and I'm looking at the ribbons. So you can, of course, use these ribbon tabs any way you want. You can take them apart if you'd like. And when you take them apart, you can use that material in different ways. So if you find yourself with an overage of ribbon tabs, then by all means, take them apart. I took this one and I ended up ruffling it and sewing it, running it through my sewing machine, and I'm going to use that as one of the layering elements on this page. Again, you see me kind of playing with some of the different cardstock pieces that come with the kit. I love these trumpets because this first entry, this first day one, is about just kind of calling out the amazingness of God and some of his characteristics that are really impactful. And so I thought the trumpets were very representative of that. I am going around the edges of my die cut pieces with some ink. I chose the Tattered Rose for the flowers just to kind of take a little edge off the white. They're very crisp, clean white, and I just wanted a little bit of a different feel. On my journaling card here, I'm using my scissors to go along the edge and rough it up as well, just to add, like I said, I wanted this to be a little bit more vintage, a little bit more worn feel, and so that just roughs it up just enough, nothing too crazy. I will be using my ATG glider gun because I'm going over the feathers. It really is a strong adhesive, and so I feel really confident that it will stay in place. And I'm also going to end up layering some washi tape. This is Felicity Jane washi tape. It's also available in the By the Well for God shop. I love the grid pattern. It's like the most neutral washi tape and adds just the right touch. You can see it was a little thick right there, so I ended up tearing that piece and putting it down again, just a little bit less. Now I will use my ATG to put down this fabric piece because again, it's a really strong adhesive, but I will also put a little bit of liquid glue. So the sticky tape runner holds it in place while the liquid glue dries and kind of solidifies it even more. And then I just trim off the excess, and then I will continue working with my paper pieces. Same concept with the next two paper pieces I'm going to place down. I just choose a couple different inks to ink up the sides just to take a little bit of that white edge off. And while I do that, let me read to you the lines that I wrote for my personal psalm to make it personal. I wrote, "His greatness is beyond all words. His majesty cannot be described. His love soars through the heavens and overflows onto his creation. His faithfulness fixes his eyes upon me." And like I said before, I love that we opened this devotional with a psalm that just reflected on the greatness of God, on his majesty and his glory. I think that's a wonderful place to start trying to focus on like a really big picture of who God is. I ended up going with a different ink on my trumpets here. I love that they are this kind of faux glitter, and the blue ink I thought set it off a little bit from the Tattered Rose that was on the florals that I had included here. So I put those florals down, and then I'm going to attach those trumpets. At first I had them pointing down, but then I thought, no, I want to trumpet upward, trumpet towards heaven. And so I add those in. Again, I'm using the ATG. I feel like it's just a really strong adhesive, especially going over fabric. It just tends to hold up better than that Tombow adhesive that I usually like to use. So I almost put it down. Nope, I want it pointing up towards the words that I am writing to celebrate the amazingness of God. I have a little bit of space up at the top, and that's where I'm going to add my title, and I'm loving this David's Thread Alpha. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like just the pattern on it. It's kind of the squiggle line pattern, but it is so great because it's this big bold alpha, but because of the lines, it doesn't necessarily come across as super bold and in your face, if that makes sense. It layers with one of the previous alpha sets that By the Well for God released a couple months ago, and I just love it. So I wrote out the question, who who is my God? And the description that I typed on the journaling card is how I see my God. So I'm going to layer some of the alpha stickers. So I choose this gold faux glitter alpha, and then I'm going to slightly offset the floral alpha that is that comes with the kit. So the faux gold glitter is in the extra alpha set that you can purchase, and then this floral solid one comes with the kit. And I like layering them, using one as kind of a shadow. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to include any other paper pieces, kind of trying some out in different spots. I end up not, because there's plenty going on my page, but I do find in these clear stickers some like faux glitter, some faux sprinkles. And so I add those in to my page, but because I already did that shading in the background, it really doesn't show up well on here. You can see it somewhat on my page in person, but it doesn't show up well on camera. And I end up going with some splatters. I love me some splatters. So I was like, well, I wanted splatters, I'm going to go with the real thing. So I get my gold glitter, my gold watercolor, not gold glitter, gold metallic watercolor. I'm going to put that throughout the page, and then I'm also going to bring it over to the left side over some of the verses that I am focusing on. And because I loved the gold so much, I decided that I did want to bring in a little bit more of the blue to the left side where the verses were. So I'm going to use the blue metallic watercolor. Again, this is the Arteza watercolor, the blue, and I'll link it down below. It's been out of stock for a while, but I'm loving that all the colors of those. And then just add a few more splatters across my page. And that's it. I'm loving the mixed media, the layering, just the freedom to try some different things with this particular devotional. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I also have a link down below to join my bi-weekly email newsletter that's full of crafty tips and organization hacks, so make sure to check that out. I hope you have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.